everyone, welcome to our blog and UCSP Module 2, the function and importance of education.
After going through this module, you are expected to 1. Define the meaning of education and expansion of society. 2. Explain the types of system of education in the Philippine context. 3. Determine the similarities and differences of formal and non-formal education. 4. Value the function and significance of education in providing productive citizen based on existing provision of law.
Do you have any idea for this lesson on function and importance of education? Now, let's proceed to the next topic. Mary Rose, it's your turn.
Now let's proceed to the ideas or concept of education and the different connotation. We have 5 ideas of education. The first one, education is a must for everyone since we are all required to be capable and dealing with life challenges. Number 2, education, it is a right to be educated no matter what our beliefs are. Number 3, education is our best weapon to eliminate poverty. Number 4, education is a cure for ignorance. Number 5, education offers us unbelievable opportunities that could help us to have a better future and a better life. And we have positive connotation of education, the act of teaching knowledge to everyone and the act of receiving knowledge from someone else. The negative connotation of education if they didn't use your knowledge in a proper way.
For now, let's proceed to the types of education. We have 2 types of education. We have formal education and non-formal education. Formal education, it refers to the instruction system that runs from primary school to university and includes specialized programs for vocational, technical, and professional training. For the differences of formal education and non-formal education is based on a set of curriculum. Formal education takes place full-time and does not permit other parallel activities, special productive work. For now, let's know the differences and similarities of formal education and non-formal education. Similarities, they are both important knowledge and skill in the learner. They both lead to change in attitude and behavior of the learners. Non-formal education, it refers to planned structured programs and processes of personal and social education for young people designed to improve a range of skills and competencies outside the formal education curriculum.
In my opinion, for the system of education, education is a learning experience. What people gain knowledge. Education can come all in forms as we can learn essential information anytime, anywhere.
The meaning
of education, types, functions, and its importance. The meaning of education. Education, the act or process of imparting or acquiring general knowledge, developing the powers of reasoning and judgment, and generally of preparing oneself or others intellectually for mature life.
The meaning of education is about the act of teaching knowledge from someone else. Also refers to the knowledge received through schooling or instruction and through institution of teaching as a whole.
Let's now proceed to our next topic on this module. So what is commitment? Commitment is a dedication to a particular organization, cause, or belief, and a willingness to get involved. Also, people who are committed to an organization or effort truly believe that is important and they show up through and stick with it. The more people who are committed to your organization, the greater the momentum you can generate to get the job done. My pledge of commitment. I, Angela Macabenta, commit myself to always help others in need, so that will be inspired to others, and helping others can make community more peaceful to live in.
Education also provides a productive citizenry and makes the self-actualization possible. Productive citizens are necessary for the improvement of the community. However, self-actualization refers to the desire for self-fulfillment or the tendency of human to become actualized in his potentially. Again, education takes a vital part to achieve the self-actualization. The function of education and its importance. Socialization is an essential ingredient in creating a society. Since school is an agent of socialization, thus education helps transform human in becoming literate, recognize its function in the society. Through education as a means of socialization, we also learn social norms, values, and beliefs that are fortified by our teachers, our textbooks, and our classmates as well. So education is the process of internalizing the norms and ideologies of society. Cultural transmission. Through socialization in school, teachers to learners and learners to learners, the transmission of culture is at the highest possible. Through education, humans learn the values, beliefs, and social norms of their culture. So, cultural transmission is the process through which cultural element in the form of attitudes, values, and behavioral scripts are passed on to and taught the individuals and groups. Social integration, as the saying goes, nations are built because of education. This is because education portrays an important role to unity individuals by teaching the common values and social norms. So social integration, the attachment of individuals sustained with the larger society. Education as human right. Education is an important human right because it can lead to the obvious benefits of economic efficiency and development in social welfare. education shall be directed to fuel a development of the human personality and to the strengthening of human rights and fundamental of freedom. Education is a fundamental human right and essential for exercise of all other human rights. It's provide individual freedom and empowerment and yield important development benefit.
3.
Okay, hi everyone. So my name is Roniel Añano, taking a Bachelor of Elementary Education at Northwest Summer State University Sonora campus.
So, Mr. Roniel, how will you state that education is a human right?
Okay, and education is not only acquired knowledge, to teach knowledge, and the student to be able to learn knowledge, but also to have sense in the right or wrong. So everyone has a given an opportunity to learn some of experience, knowledge that they acquired to every one of the student. So, bawat isa ay may karapatang matuto, mabigyan ng pagkakataong matuto at magkaroon ng karanasan upang magamit nila ito sa kinabukasan. In the future that they use, become the older, and they use in the future to be applied in the real situation in teaching.
So, as a future teacher, how education become important each one of us?
Okay. I am a student teacher at ROSALES Integrated School, and I observe that education is important to every one of us, from the child up to the older, to the parents and to the community, because it has a continuation from elementary, high school to college, that everyone has an opportunity to have an experience, knowledge that can use in the future to every one of us.
So, how will you explain to all students out there that education is very important in the society?
Okay. Education can change life of many people, especially to the society, to become improve the life of people in a society. Education can change not only the situation of our people, the community, but also the improvement of our nation, to become or to has and knowledge to communicate to other country, to have a connection for the improvement of life of everybody, especially in every society and community in our country.
Okay. So, for you, sir, what is the purpose of education?
The purpose of education, it has a passage to become more and to learn more. From the start at the elementary school, we learn, and it has a step-by-step process of learning from the education. It is used that it has a connection from elementary, high school, and college for us to be able to learn, for us to have knowledge. Education has many purpose. It can change our life. Everyone has an opportunity to have education, not only for themselves, for others, but also for many people that we can able to help them through our education in ourselves.
So, for you to choose which type of education do you prefer most? The formal education or non-formal education?
Okay.
And why?
For me, as a student intern, I prefer the formal education because it has a structure, it has a process, it has a step-by-step process of learning from elementary, high school, and tertiary. Also, a formal education, a student must able to learn more because they are in a field and they have experience in the environment in learning. For example, the student has an opportunity to go to school because in the school they become more knowledgeable because they are not only acquired by the teacher, although the teacher has able to teach them, but also they have their own observation of learning. For example, the learning materials in the school, in the room, they can able to observe, they can able to learn by their own by only observing things and more learning materials in the classroom. Also, it has an opportunity that if a child has taken a formal education, they have an opportunity to have a job in the future because they pass through process of learning from elementary, high school, and education. Also, they are also in giving them to learn morally by step process because from the start, elementary, there are subjects that taught for the moral education pagkatao. Also in the high school, they have, and also in the college, that everyone in formal education has a given right, the step-by-step process of learning for them to be productive and efficient Filipino people that can help the improvement not only themselves from others but also for the improvement of our country.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Roniel Anyano. So guys, that's all the video for today. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to thank that you gave an opportunity to me to answer your questions.
Hello everyone. Today we had a guest, a fourth-year college student from NWSSU, major in Bachelor of Elementary Education. His name is Mr. Roniel Anyano.